Hey, hey, beautiful people. Welcome to Crowns and Conversation, the space where every story is honored and every journey is valid. Crowned or not, you belong here. I'm your host, Frankie Purdy. I'm a pageant competitor, a wellness advocate, and a lover of all things pageant, purpose, and power. Crowns and Conversations is all about creating a space for real talk with real queens doing real things. Whether it's about platform building, personal growth, or what's in your crown box, we're here to celebrate the story behind the sparkle. And today's guest is one you absolutely need to know. So grab your tea, get comfy, and let's get into this royal conversation. Hey, everybody. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, hey.
All right, girl, I got to give you the full introduction. So, all right, y'all, we're talking with the queen who proves that pageantry is not just about, is much more about crowns. It's about service, leadership, and making a difference. Taylor is your reigning 2026 Miss Smith County Miss Elite Fairs of the Fair. And we have a special announcement that she's gonna make toward the end, so make sure you stay tuned. She's currently studying cosmetology while also serving as the administrative assistant and social media manager at Rowan State Community College. She is the founder of Plate for All, a platform dedicated to fighting hunger and food insecurity, and she is the founder and director of the Miss Plateau Hope pageant, raising funds and awareness for families in need. Whether she's serving on the pageant boards, mentoring contestants, or giving back to her community, Taylor is passionate about using every opportunity to make a lasting impact. So please help me welcome the compassionate, the driven, the service minded Miss Taylor, y'all.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Okay, so I kind of went through like a brief rundown, but can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Well, girl, I feel like you hit all the highlights that I would normally talk about, but yeah, I'm 22 years old. I'm from a small town in Tennessee called Clark Range. I grew up just kind of small town girl. Never really got into pageants as a younger girl. I was homeschooled most of my life. I was kind of semi active in sports and that sort of thing in high school. Um, let's see. I currently am a cosmetology student at Tennessee College of Applied Technology in Crossville, aiming to receive my cosmetology license hopefully by February of next year. I actually, fun fact, I actually already have an associate's degree from Roan State Community College in business administration. So hopefully, using those two hand in hand, and potentially maybe one day opening up my own cosmetology shop one day, and moving forward with that. Uh, well, like you said, I am the social media manager. I do recruiting and that sort of thing for Roan State Community College for the Fentress County Higher Education Center in Jamestown. And yeah, I'm the founder of A Plate for All, a platform centered around food insecurity in and around counties of Fentress County, Cumberland County, and the surrounding counties. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Definitely big rundown. I want to definitely come back to a plate for all because I want to go into further detail. But before we do that, you made a mention that you started pageantry. Like you didn't start when you were a little girl. You started like older. So let's talk about that. What first, like, really, what inspired you to start competing?
So it's actually really funny. It was actually a dare. It was actually a dare from one of my friends, like, do something that you've never done before. And I'm like, okay. And she had actually done pageants herself. Her name, I'll go ahead and out her. Her name's Olivia Delk. And yeah, thanks, Olivia. You literally helped change my life. But no, she was like, do something you haven't ever done before. And she had grown up doing pageants and I had never done a one. And so she was the one who actually was like, do it. There's one little local fundraiser pageant for a local Rotary Club called Miss Upper Cumberland, and I did it. And I only had one other competitor, and I went into this like, oh yeah, we're just gonna have a good time, bought the dress, did the whole nine. She helped me with my walk because I had not a clue what I was doing, and yeah, it turns out ended up winning it. Fun fact, that's actually this crown right here is the Miss Upper
Okay.
Cumberland crown, first crown I ever won. And yeah, it's one of those things that kind of lit a fire in me, and I haven't stopped competing since.
True. So I've had the privilege of competing with you,
Yes.
judging you,
Yes.
being your friend. And so, just to share to the audience, pageantry is the gift that keeps on giving. So,
Sure.
I actually met you through Madison.
Yes.
I met Madison through competing with her in Tennessee, USA.
Yes.
And now we're really good friends. And so
Absolutely.
I've actually talked about the sisterhood in pageantry, because that is one of the things that I do like about pageantry. A lot of times people think they see like the movie, what was that one movie, like American Beauty or Jawbreaker or one of these crazy ones where like literally you see it where the girls are like breaking the heels on the shoes, ripping out zippers, whatever they're doing, right? I can say that I've never experienced that. I'm not sure if you know.
No.
Okay, good. So
Mm-mm.
I've really just experienced just like an increase of like a sisterhood
Oh, for
and just
sure.
friendships.
Oh,
Because
for
I
sure.
promise you, like our little group is like the gift that keeps on giving and
Oh,
just
yeah.
expanding and
Yeah,
expanding.
it does, it does. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. Like, it's, but we're so tight knit. Like, we talk literally every day.
I love that for us.
Yeah, me too.
You deserve it. So we talked kind of about one of your memorable moments being that first win. Probably thinking you weren't gonna win because it was your
Yeah,
first pageant, first
absolutely.
time. But like, are there any other like memorable pageant moments that you want to share with the audience today?
Honestly, I would say that would have to be my number one. That was my number one. That is the one when I think about pageantry, I think about that moment. I went into that pageant not knowing anything, just having a brief kind of quick little rundown like this is what you do, kind of pose this way. I didn't know pretty feet. I didn't know anything about my hands. I just went into it for fun. And that's what it's about, is having fun. And I did that. And it worked. I mean, the judges saw that I was out there having a good time. I didn't go into it like, I'm going to win. Like, I just went out there genuinely to have fun. And I ended up winning. And that was just the icing on top because at that time, I'll just share this. At that time, I was really struggling with my self image. I was. And that's why this moment is genuinely so special to me, my number one moment, because it showed me that I can. Because I didn't think it. I was just like, oh, yeah, whatever. Like, we'll just go out here, have a good time. I was like, thinking to myself, I'm going to make a fool of myself, but ended up coming home with this very crown. And it's just so special to look back on and see how far we've come from, I think it was 2023. So, yeah.
That's crazy. So, like I said, we want to put a pin and a plate for all. So now I want to go back to the pin. So, your platform, Plate for All, such a beautiful initiative. What inspired you? We know talked about the food insecurity. So, like, let's go more in depth into that.
Yeah. So, I created a plate for all after I had actually went on a mission trip to Guatemala. And, you know, being as fortunate as we are here in the United States and going to another less fortunate country and seeing firsthand how they struggle, it kind of it ignited something within me, and I come back home and started doing the research, and that same issue was going on in my very same hometown. We were named the poorest county in the state of Tennessee,
Oh, wow.
and I just knew that something had to be done. There needed to be something different that people could come to and realize, like, hey, I'm struggling. I need a meal. What can I do? And
Hmm.
so A Plate for All has partnered with nonprofit 501c Unified Tables. What we do right now is we pack food boxes to send home with children and families in Fentress and Cumberland counties over extended school breaks. And so it's quick, easy meals that children can make themselves, pop in the microwave, but they still have access to those nourishing meals that they would not receive otherwise, that a lot of kids don't get in, like, unless they're in school. And that's something that we really take for granted,
Hmm.
is we don't realize that the only time these children and families are getting fed is when they are in the schoolhouse.
Hmm.
And on the weekends, they go hungry because they're so less fortunate that they genuinely just don't have the funds to feed themselves. And so that's where A Plate for All really started, is after that mission trip, going over there, taking food over there to them, and then coming back home and seeing that very same thing is going in your hometown, Taylor. You got to
Hmm.
do something. And so that started the birth of A Plate for All.
I love that, and it's crazy too. I was just having that conversation with somebody else the other day. Like during COVID, a lot of
Yeah.
things unraveled themselves,
Oh,
especially
yeah,
with the
for sure.
food, um, with that. And so, what has this work taught you about your community?
It taught me that we really need to just come together and love one another no matter where we come from. I mean, you can be considered low income, middle income, high income. We really all need to just band together and be united and help one another when we can, because you never know what's going on behind closed doors. And if you can provide something as simple as a meal, you need to do so.
Mhm. So for the people who are watching this right now who want to get involved in the fight for, for food insecurity, what is one simple thing you think that could help them out in starting their journey?
One simple thing, honestly, and I've tried to implement this with other people that I've told, I always tell them, donate to your local food bank,
Mm,
volunteer, go serve meals. People are looking for volunteers and hands that are willing to serve all the time. Volunteer. It takes something as simple as $10. You can go to $10, you can take $10 and go to Walmart and get an entire meal and box that up and put it in a blessing box for someone to
mhm,
just grab and go. And that's another thing too, is a lot of people are afraid to admit that they need help, or
mm,
they might feel embarrassed. And so people don't realize how much communities utilize your blessing boxes, because it's that secrecy of, I need help, but I don't want to tell everyone that I need help. So I can
mhm,
go and get this and people not know. And so take something as simple as your $10, take $10 out of your paycheck, go and buy some canned goods, go and buy some boxed foods and donate them and create a meal that people can go and grab and then take that home.
that's awesome. Well, thank you for that. So transitioning a little bit. So let's talk about director life. So that director life, girl, I'm feeling you because I'm also a director.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
So, what inspired you to start the Miss Plateau Hope pageant?
Girl, yeah, honestly, it was just a crazy idea. I just wanted to see if I could do it, if we're being
Mhm,
so honest. But no, I mean, I had seen my friend James, shout out James. I saw that he done it, and he has his own pageant platform, the Miss Tennessee Mountain Pageant, and I was like, I'd really like to do that for a cause, because his was a fundraiser pageant, and I'd really like to find a cause that's important to me, and uh I didn't want to necessarily merge my platform with it. I wanted to keep them separate because I didn't want like a misplate for all. So I decided to go a different route.
mhm,
So in Cumberland County, there is a organization um, that is called the Plateau Pregnancy Services.
mhm,
So that's kind of where the name comes from, Miss Plateau Hope. Um,
mhm.
for the Plateau Pregnancy Services, and their core values is hope, love, and trust. And so I took the hope from their core values and incorporated them together and made Miss Plateau Hope. So I wanted to create a pageant that was, you know, that we had title holders that represented that hope, that, and they go and volunteer and they donate to that very organization. And we raised, I think it was $3,300 for that. And then also we had humanitarian queens and they donated. We had over, as far as like physical items, it was valued at $8,500 total.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Isn't that also working with that center? Is that in that your serve project for the Miss Smith County?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Y'all, so when it comes to definitely a passion for service or a servant heart, Taylor is definitely that person.
You're too kind.
I'm being serious because I remember we were doing something and like she was getting ready for a pageant, y'all. And she was like, if I could just take home the Miss Humanitarian Service Award, I would just be happy. She was like, the crown, that's cool, but she wanted her service to be recognized. And not saying she's doing it for the service recognition. It's just like a little thing on
Right.
top, right? It's just
Right.
something like
Absolutely.
I want people to understand and know that I have a servant heart and I'm out here doing these things because I want to make my community better. And I swear, if we could all be anything in the world, if we just be more kind, that would make
Absolutely.
the world
Absolutely.
a much better place. So, gosh, let's continue to run down. I don't even think I talked about this, but this is from your bio.
Okay.
You also serve as a secretary for the Miss Tennessee Mountain Pageant and sit on the board for the Miss Tennessee Bells. Why is it so important for you to give back to the pageant community?
I think it's important to give back to the pageant community because I want to show the next generation of young women coming up behind me that it's important to show up. It's important to keep giving back and keep showing up and being involved and how important that is. I mean, I love my community. I love my small town. When we all get together, it's like a big family reunion. And I want to show them that if they get involved too, that they can have that as well.
If someone came to you and said, I want to compete, but I'm nervous, what would you tell them?
Girl, we all nervous. No, but seriously, just go for it. I mean, you never know what can happen. Go out there, be yourself, be confident in who you are, and just go for it. You never know what could happen. I mean, y'all, I've done made a whole spiel about my first pageant. Think of how nervous I was. I didn't have a clue. I didn't know what I was doing. I just went out there and had a good time, and it worked for me. And here we are 3 years later. I'm still competing. So, but yeah, just go for it. I mean, you never know what can happen. And I mean, it truly changed my life. I have to say, like, it has truly, pageantry has changed my life. I have had so many opportunities and so many experiences and met so many amazing people, including you, through pageantry. And none of that would have happened if I didn't take that first step.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, I'm sitting here thinking about we're talking about memorable pageant moments, and so I think about a few that have to do with us. So fun fact, Taylor was actually one of my very first guests on the impromptu version of Crowns and Conversations. Um
Yes.
that's fun. So this is like full circle now because
Oh,
we're
for sure.
what, a year or so later,
Yeah.
and we're finally platformed up. Had a lot of issues with trying to get this on and going at first, trying to find the right platform, doing live and
Yeah. Yeah. I
it
remember that. And then the
was,
phone died and it was a whole
it
mess.
was a whole mess. So I'm so happy I found this platform. After so that's
Oh,
before
for
it's
sure.
called StreamYard. It's super simple to use, all the things. So that's my first memorable experience. The second memorable experience actually happened this year. Y'all, I had the honor of being crowned by
Yes.
this year. I won the title that she won last year, Miss Cumberland, the Mrs. Cumberland Plateau, and that was just really sweet because
Yes.
she was actually competing. She shifted titles, and so she was actually competing, and so she rushes across
Y'all should have seen
back so
y'all
she can.
seen me at the Miss Cumberland Plateau pageant. Y'all would see me crazy because I'm over here. I literally just won my division, and I'm over here switching titles to Crown Frankie, and I'm like, move, move! I gotta get back on stage. Let me through. Like it was crazy, but it was so sweet. It was so much fun, and I wouldn't redo it again if they gave me the chance because it was just so sweet. It was just so raw, and it was just so it was funny. I mean, I have to say it was funny. It was comical. It was hilarious. I mean, I think all the Stevens girls, Emma and Bella, they were giggling at me. They thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Oh, I was concerned. I thought there was an emergency or something. You should
It
like.
was an emergency. You got to get your crown.
And then I just came up with a third one. So third one was I actually traveled a little bit to compete in a county fair pageant in Crossville,
Yes.
and Taylor actually ensured she was doing her own headshots that day, but ensured that she was able to come and support me in my pageant.
Because
It
we're
was
so supportive.
so
We're
supportive.
so supportive.
Made the video, my beautiful
Yes.
video, my walking video. My husband was not able to be there, so my extended family, my pageant family, was present. It was just so special. I know after that's a thing we do. We always have to make sure we get a meal after. We're
Oh
so
yeah.
famished. Pageantry can
Yeah.
be famished. It's so tired. Yeah, I know. Like, ugh, so famished. Light snack.
Oh, just a slight snack at Texas Roadhouse.
Small snack, a salad, a steak, some mashed potatoes, some.
Not you naming everything on my plate. No, that's my post pageant meal. Like for real. When I get done, like especially big pageants, that's my post pageant meal. I have to have a huge steak, medium rare, with loaded mashed potatoes and a Caesar salad. With a Diet Coke. You have to have the Diet Coke. Sorry. I'm a Diet Coke fanatic. So,
Period.
yeah.
Okay, y'all. So the the big announcement you've all been waiting for. Crowning. This is a Crown in Conversations exclusive report right here.
It is.
Miss
It
Taylor is
is.
announcing what are you doing next, Queen? What is coming up next? It is
What
Crown
is coming
Conversation.
up next is Taylor is headed to Johnson City in 2027 to compete for the title of America's Queen. Right now, I am your Empress Volunteer State Queen. So next year, next April, I will be competing in Johnson City for Miss America's Queen.
So excited for her. I am praying to support. I am in the military, so the military has a vote
Yes.
in my schedule. But of course, you know that if I can make it, I will be there
Oh, because
with
we're
all the bells and whistles to support my girl.
yes.
And hopes that she not only just takes her division, but I would love to see her with a supreme title.
Oh yeah, girl. Fingers crossed. We pageant prep's already started.
I know
I
that's right. I know that right. So let's talk about that. What does your pageant prep look like? Do you have a coach? Are you doing it all yourself? Like,
mainly do it myself. I mean, I do have a pageant coach that helps more um with my routines and my walking patterns and that sort of thing. But as far as like personal and like within myself, that's all done myself. So what that looks like is a consistent workout regimen. My favorite area of competition, swimsuit. I eat that up every time. And I don't know why. I love it. I competed in swimsuit for the first time a few years ago, and I have just fell in love with that area of competition. But no, I mean, and I think every body is beautiful, but for me, I want to look a certain way, and to do that, you have to have a consistent schedule. So for that, a consistent workout regimen, consistent with meal prepping. I love to do that. That's a really fun thing to do. I love to cook. Um, so that's a fun and exciting thing I get to do. And then working alongside Madison White with a Crown with a Purpose coaching, she helps me with all my routines, helps with wardrobe and that sort of thing as well.
yes. And I sometimes get a vote as well.
Yes, sometimes.
I'll get asked. I feel anytime any of my pageant friends ask me any questions, I always feel honored that my opinion is worth something. So
Oh yeah, of course.
yes. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? We've already been up here for 20 minutes already, 22 minutes.
Oh, girl, what? No way. I
I
don't
know.
believe it. I don't believe
You
it.
know what's funny? We were so when I was giving her the prep audience, I was like, I know we hop on the phone for hours at a time, you know what I'm saying? So this 30 minutes is gonna fly. And the hope was I hope we have enough time to discuss everything. And so I feel like we really hit a lot of the high points. We
Yeah,
got
for
we
sure.
got to discuss, your servant heart. We got to talk about play for all, feud insecurities. I know that is something like literally
Oh,
top
for
tier
sure.
with you when it
Oh,
comes
for sure.
for the
And like
service.
speaking of that, I want to like input this thing, and I just want everyone to know, like, if you're like, I don't know how to word it, but I want to make it very clear because I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me being service oriented. I don't compete for the crown to win the crown. I believe that my platform deserves a crown.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I think that's the best way that I can put it. Not for me, but because when you have the kind of platform that a crown and sash give you, you are able to reach more people. And I
Yes.
don't want it to be like, oh, look at me and what I do. But no, look at my platform and look at who we're helping and who we wouldn't be able to help otherwise.
Oh yeah, for sure. I completely agree. I'm in that same boat. I truly believe that the crown is the facade of life. People say, "Ooh, sparkly stuff. What is she talking about?" And they're gonna listen to you
Right,
more.
for sure.
They're gonna be
Absolutely.
more inclined to pull you somewhere. So it's really like a stepping stone for the
Absolutely. Yeah,
purpose of things. More than anything else, for sure.
for sure.
Um, Sorry.
No, you're fine.
So now we're going to go to our rapid fires, like almost like a this or that, right? So I'm going to give you
Okay,
two options and tell me which one you prefer. Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. Heels or sneakers?
Oh, heels.
Okay. Morning pageant, Morning pet. Bleh. Oh, I'm just gonna skip that. Favorite days of competition. We talked about that already.
Oh, swimsuit, all the way.
And then, what is one thing that's always in your bag?
A sewing kit,
Coffee or sweet tea?
coffee. Oh, I hate sweet tea.
And then we talked about this. What's your favorite post pageant meal?
Oh, the steak. I'm telling you. I tell y'all again. A steak cooked medium rare, loaded mashed potatoes, and a Caesar salad.
Alrighty. And then, are we going on a motorcycle ride or a shopping trip?
Oh, I'm going to ride my motorcycle, y'all.
And I'll be on the back to the shopping trip.
Okay, yeah, that's right. We can do that. We can make him work.
And then, what is one word do you feel like your friends would use to describe you?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say probably charismatic.
Okay, I can get with that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, what do you hope? What impact do you hope to leave through your crowns? Like we kind of talked about that, hit on it before, but just to recap.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to leave behind a legacy um of a queen who didn't give up. You're going to experience setbacks. I've had personal setbacks myself. Um I will share this. I've struggled a lot with self-image. I talked about that before. When I competed in my first pageant, I was struggling with my self-esteem and feelings of unworthiness, and struggled with, the battle of anxiety and depression. And through all of that, I'm still here. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
showing up, and I'm still competing. And don't get me wrong, like, this may look like a lot, um, but there's a lot of hard work that goes into that, because I have a lot of awards up here that are first runner up, second runner up, third runner up. You know, you are going to experience setbacks, and I want to leave behind a legacy of someone who didn't give up.
Yeah, I love that. So, Taylor, finish this sentence. A true queen is.
Ooh, a true queen is not afraid to put in the work,
Okay.
because I have told several girls who've come to me for advice. I said, you can go out and win all the titles in the world, but what's really going to matter at the end of the day is what you do with it.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Well, Taylor, thank you so much for taking up your time. You've been busy today, y'all. She just literally came from Nashville, working, honey, working on a Saturday to come and jump on the phone and or jump on this call with me, and I truly appreciate that. I love you. Not only are you my friend, you're my pageant sister, and I just love you to pieces. I think you're one of the sweetest people I know.
Oh my gosh.
I
You baby, girl. Wait, hold on. Not to steal the show, we've not done the iconic "What's in your crown box."
box. And look, I look, and you know why? Because I like don't have my I'm in between boxes right now. So
Oh, okay.
no, but
Okay.
you show us what's in yours.
Okay. Hold on. So this is my crown box. She's a lot. Um, so on top I have my everything's gone now. I have my Faith Over Fear sticker, and then my headshot. That way people know that it's mine.
Period. Because
So
gotta
let's
make sure
see.
no one's smashing the crown box.
All right. So all right. So this just fell out. We got a black eyeliner.
Period.
We have a little bedazzle pen, hand
Pins.
sanitizer,
That.
my tea pen because I've yet to put it on my sash. Oh, we have a surprise. This one's open. Another eyeliner. Um, these are little snap barrette clips for my crown. More hair clips. Another pen.
Gotta have lots of those because sometimes you show up to judge and they don't have pins.
Exactly. That's why they're there. 2 gloss. This one's like iridescent. This one's clear gloss. 2 more crown pins that I've yet to put on my sash. My mental health awareness pin. Bobby pins, of course. A little notebook to take notes. I love to have a notebook to jot down notes while I'm judging.
I know that.
And then obviously the crown and sash.
period, because you can't go
Of
anywhere without it.
course. I mean, why carry a crown box if you're not going to carry your crown and sash?
All right, y'all. So make that a note. If your friends don't know your segment better than you, then are y'all even friends? That is the real question. That is the real question. Because it wouldn't have been crowns and conversations
That's
without
what I'm saying. I was like, girl, wait.
going through the crown box. So that's how y'all know she,
I'm like, girl, I've been waiting.
and that's how y'all know she watches my show, y'all. So period.
Of
But
course.
Taylor, thank you so much for jumping on with us
Thank you so
today.
much for having
Look
me.
forward
It's
to
been an
seeing you
honor and a
soon.
pleasure.
All right, girl. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. That was my another segment of Crown and Conversations. Hopefully, y'all stay on for the next time, and I'll see y'all again soon. All right, bye. As I try to end this.